Hey, what's up, guys? So, I low-key already did this intro, but now I had to do it again because I showed off a product that I wasn't supposed to show because, it's not out, and then I'm gonna get a lawsuit, and then my anxiety was like, you know what, like, this is not a good idea. So this is why I already started to do my foundation. So let me do a quick intro. First of all, if anybody has, like, a WebMD doctorate or something, I have, like, little pimples, like, on my eyes, like, right here. Like, I have a cut crease of pimples. And I don't know what it is, because the thing is, the way my eye opened like so slowly, BBL effect. But yeah, like the thing is I have good hygiene. I don't know what it is. I think that what is happening is because yesterday I was sweating a lot. And also I started to work in a hotel, and maybe it's just like deep down inside I'm just so worried that maybe I grabbed the pillow or touched my eye and then I got like a STD on my eyelids. I don't know how STD works. But yeah, so today I think is gonna be a really exciting video because I have so much new shit going on in my life, and I feel like I just want to share it with you guys because besties for life. Um, so first of all, let's address the elephant in the room, my bed. So if you know me, you know that my bed is always like well made, cute, fluffed up. And right now it's fucked up. There's a bunch of stuff on it. I took some mirrors down, and the reason why is because I am slowly moving out the house. Um, if I can make it alive, bien sûr. So here's the thing. I am kind of anxious about what's going on because usually the month of August and the beginning of September, it's just bad luck for me, okay? And I know you should never think like that. You should always remain positive. And let me not chow. I'm gonna have to restart this whole video again. No thanks, love. No thanks, love. Where's I talking about? Oh yeah, okay, so I don't like to be that girl who's like super paranoid about like a moment of their lives, because I think it's important to be, it's not because you were hurt in the past that you're gonna get hurt again, and you need to like not let that hurt you, take decisions for you. You need to always look forward, never backward. But like the thing is, ever since I turned 18, I'm a Virgo, so my birthday is in September, but I always have something bad happening towards the end of August, beginning of September. Ever since I turned 18. And I remember even as a child, like I remember like I lost one of my favorite stepmom like before my birthday. We moved out somewhere before my birthday. Like it was just like the big September for me is always like, especially like the beginning, like between like September and August, it's always been like super chaotic and super like unstable. And one thing about me is I love me some stability. I hope, I just hope this doesn't kill me. Oh, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. What is this, honey? What is this? Is it contagious? Oh well, YOLO. If it's worse, it's worse. What am I gonna do? Cry? Yeah. Okay. De retour aux moutons. So yeah, and as unfortunate as oh no, actually, you know what? Just because these videos are like 6 hour long, so I need to tell more. I need to tell a story. Like, I need to stretch a story out. And did I say I was moving out the house? I think I did. If not, I'm moving out. Well, slowly. Anyways, overwhelmed. So, what's going on is that when I turned 18, I was on Accutane for my birthday. And, okay, not that that was a big deal, but I remember, I don't know about anyone, but I wasn't allowed to drink when I was on Accutane. And when I drank for my birthday, it just, like, it was the most chaotic thing ever. But, like, overall, it was a nice birthday, so I don't know why I'm saying, like, this. Oh, one of my friends couldn't make it. Not me saying that was, like, a curse. But I was really sad that she didn't make it. But anyways, that's beside the point. Like, I guess my 18th birthday was okay. When I turned 19, I shaved my head. I was bald. I got my lips blown up, like, they were huge. When I tell you they were huge. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see I did, like, a look for my birthday where I had, like, a black eye. I looked like I was beat up, but it was, like, in a fashion aesthetic kind of way. Maybe problematic nowadays, now, like, if you take the time to think about it. Like, maybe not a message to endorse. But definitely was the look. What was going on? Oh, and I shaved my head. Well, if I was bald, obviously I shaved it. You know, I was trying to go for like that effortless Britney moment, free Britney, and let me just say, definitely what is a look. Looking back at this, I think Loki was a cry for help. It was my first breakup, and I remember wow, the PTSD that just hit me. That's sad. Okay. So, that was triggering. But, what was I? So, yeah, so I had just gotten dumped. Like, maybe, I think it was, I want to say it was like September, like 3rd or something. Like, it was a few days before my birthday. And for my birthday, yeah, like a few days before my birthday, I literally just like lost it. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna shave my head. Now, was it because of the breakup? Kind of, but also, listen, love, it was because my hair was falling off my head. I was bleaching it like every week because I wanted to be blonde with no roots. So I did that for like a good 6 months. I would just literally shave my, I would literally just, can I even talk? No. But yeah, I would like, oh my god, Kim, like, I would literally do it, like, every day, and, like, I would bleach it every day, and I was, like, so bad. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing Kris Jenner. Shall not be getting confused. So I need to, like, do some different kind of contouring because we're doing Kris Jenner today. So let's do that right now. But yeah, so what happened was that, okay, it was a terrible breakup, and I guess I was trying to show, especially like the look I did on my birthday, I was trying to show how I felt inside on the outside. This is how I see it now. It's like, definitely glad that I did it because I feel like it was still kind of a look. It's something that I'm always gonna look at and be like, I did that. Like, the one thing about me is that no matter what I do, I always manage to turn it into a look. And I'm trying to say that, not me saying that I'm looking like an absolute mess right now, but I try to say that like as humbly as possible, but like I do believe that one of my biggest talent in life is to sell a vision. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm pretty good at it. So now we're gonna just contour it. This is gonna be the tutorial part of this video. So we're gonna use a 217 that are synthetic, and we're gonna start to draw kind of like wrinkles. I feel bad saying that because it's like, isn't it like kind of disrespectful to anyways, let me just, so we're gonna go like this and just following like the apples. I fucked it up so bad. Okay, so maybe don't do that. We're gonna blend it quickly. You know what? I don't know how I did it the other day. Ooh. Not. It looks better. Remember. I'm gonna go in with like a smaller brush and we're gonna talk shit. So yeah, so I just like my 17th, my 9th, when I turned 19, okay? I looked a mess. Like a mess. And I have like a, just 1 second. I like to like draw the celebrity's face on like on a piece of paper with like notes. That way I know. Because usually when I would do it, I would basically just be looking at the picture the whole entire time. But since I don't have two phones, one for the plug and one for the host, I forgot how it goes. Oh my god, it was so white of me to not say it correctly. But I take down like little notes of things that I've noticed to do. So Kris Jenner's nose is very round. So we're gonna go like. But the thing is, like, last time I did that, and I kind of look like Michael Jackson, and the thing is, don't cancel me if I look like Michael Jackson. Like, that wasn't the point. The point was just to, give Kris Jenner, but I am struggling a little bit. I am not, like, a real MUA. Ooh, it's burning. What the hell? Also, my makeup is like super old. Maybe I should, get a refund. Well, I think that was a little too late to get a refund, love, isn't it? Ain't it, love? A little too old, ain't it, love? Please, the fact that that's all I need to look like Kris Jenner is very concerning. Okay, I don't look like her yet, but in my head I do. I'm super delusional. One thing about me is, you want to see delusion? Call me, love. I live for myself, as one should. I wasn't always like that. I used to have very low self-esteem when it came to like looks and stuff. But now, baby, when it comes to look, I just know I look great. Okay. Maybe not always. Because the thing is, I think it's all about the aura, It's all about the aura. That made no sense. See, this is why I need to stop. I can't be cocky and shit because look at me now. I look like a clown. And me and Miss Jenner got that manly chin. Oh, that's rude. I love you, Kris. Don't block me, love. Don't send me a lawsuit, love. Love you, dual. Ugh, I need a nose job too. This is like next step in my life. So right now, okay, so back to our little sheeps. What's going on in my life? So okay, when I was 19, terrible breakup. Just like I clearly looked a mess. When I turned 20. Well, it wasn't that bad. I get, you know what? Oh no! I knew I wasn't. I just knew I wasn't dramatic. I just knew, like, oh my god. So when I turned 20, I had lost my job in the absolute worst way possible. So what happened was that I was working with a certain brand, and I was like, I don't want to say I was a star with them, but like I would be reposted. Like they would love me. Like I think I had a really good relationship with the brand, but not just like as a salesperson or whatever it's called, but like as a social media, like the whole nine yard. I don't know if that makes sense, Like if I would have been there for like maybe a year or two more, I would have made it like further. I don't know how to explain it. I just had a vibe that like I was gonna go somewhere with that brand. And then I had worked at Pride, and during like the gay pride thing, like it's in a park in Montreal. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like how pride works, but they had like a little kiosk. I don't know how you say that in English. You probably said the same, but just not in. I said it with like a French accent. I'm sorry, but yeah. And then I had taken like a drink and posted it on Snapchat. So on my Instagram, I have like people watching me. On Snapchat, I literally have like 20 people. And the thing is, working for that brand, you're not allowed to drink. Like if you're working, you're not supposed to drink. But in the back of my head, I was like, this is gay pride. Like I'm not really at work. We're just like throwing rainbow shit on people and calling it a day. Like I wasn't also super intoxicated. I took a drink. So in the back of my mind, I was like, it's totally okay. Like, no worries. And I posted it because again, I didn't think it was a bad thing. I posted it on my Snapchat. And then I was supposed to move back to Montreal. That's when I used to work in Ottawa, Gatineau. And then I was supposed to move back to Montreal like in a matter of like a week or two. So I kept asking my boss. I was like, I talked to the MRO. She told me that like just to ask you when I could leave, that you would like figure it out or something. And she said, yeah, I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her like this week. I'll talk to her tomorrow. And it took a week of her just like basically just playing me and not calling her. And then she calls me into her office. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I'm finally gonna like, move back to Montreal. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna have a job downtown. It's gonna be perfect. Everything good. And then the MRO is like, so how was Pride? And I was like, well, it was an honor. I had fun per usual. I like it's always such a great experience because it really is. Like it doesn't feel like you're working. It's just like it's fun. And she said, well, we noticed you were very distracted. And I was like, well, it's Pride. Like obviously I'm gonna be distracted. And I just like at one point I was like, oh, I think I know where this is going. I think I know where this is going. And then the MRO said, well, it has come to our attention, love, that you had been drinking. And it's a zero tolerance policy. And then she asked me, she said, did you drink? Oh, and also they said, she said, someone saw you on Snapchat posting you drinking. And that's where the gag is, because hold on, it gets bigger. The plot thickens, love. And then she's like, okay. I was like, okay. Like, I kind of see where this is going. Like, they're going to fire me. I'm not getting the job in Montreal. But I was still, like, kind of hopeful. So then she said, well, so we're going to open, like, she asked me if I did it. I said, like, of course. I was like, I'm one thing about me, if I fuck up, I'll never lie. I think that when you lie, you make things worse. So I was like, you know what? Let me just, like, owe up to what I did. And maybe they'll give me a warning or be like, don't do that again, or I don't know, something that might not be as drastic as losing your job. So I was like, let me be honest, let me tell them that yes, I did drink, so that's what I did. Big mistake. Not big, I think, everything happens for a reason, but still see, this is so weird talking about stuff like that because it really gets me emotional because I don't know how to express how much stuff like that be affecting people, At least me. I remember, like, this really did affect me for, like, a little while, So then she said, okay, well, we're gonna open, like, a investigation and we'll think about what we're gonna do. Like, we'll call you back, like, in a week. And I was like, okay, so now what the hell does that mean, Like, why are you going to call me back in a week? Like, am I going to lose my job? What's happening, Because it's kind of like, okay, here I was set to move back to Montreal. And now you're telling me I have to wait a week and not know what's going on. And like a part of me was like, okay, so if they're going to fire me, I should just give them my 2 weeks that way. Because sometimes when you apply for jobs, they'll ask you like, oh, have you ever been fired? And then they're going to ask you why, So it's just like, just in general, just for your track record, you don't want to be fired. You don't want to get fired, And especially Mac was a job where I worked for like 3 years. So it would be nice to, keep it on my resume and not just CTLR delete. I don't know if that's the code to delete some. Anyways, sometimes I just focus on details that don't matter in a story. And that's why I don't know. Anyway. So a week later, by the way, I was freaking out. And then, okay, here's the thing. Here's the part that really messed me up too. So after that day, I go on my Snapchat and I look, who from Mac is following me on Snapchat? Baby, only one person, my manager, who literally was the one who wanted me to get the job like 3 years ago, who was literally like my best friend, at least in my head, I thought she was my best friend. Turns out the bitch hated me. The bitch hated me. She couldn't stand me. I loved her so much. I kid you not. I loved her so much. So then I was like, wow, that was like such a big betrayal. But that taught me a very important lesson. You will... Okay, I don't like saying you will never find a friend at work. But baby, friends at work don't exist. Like, I'm sorry, like, this is just what I think, okay? I think maybe when you're done, you quit your job or whatever, if you like the person, maybe hang out. Baby, you'll never find a real friend at work, because there's always gonna be people throwing you under the bus. There's always gonna be someone like trying to climb up the ladders. It's just like, baby, when it comes to money and friends, like if you're at a workplace, there's money, and I don't know what the word is. There's money en jeu. En jeu. What is en jeu? In play? Money at play? I don't think that's what it is. But there's money around, you know? There's like, people will show their crazy side when it comes to work. Like they just want to make it further, and especially retail. Retail bitches be whack as hell. Okay, no. Let me chill. Maybe not everywhere, but you know what I mean. Like, close. And the thing is, am I resentful now? No, I don't hate her. I'm just so fucking hurt till this day. So fucking hurt. I still don't get it. I still don't get what the point of doing that was. Like, baby, if you didn't like me anymore, I was literally leaving. Like, she borderline played herself because I had to stay there longer because I couldn't leave while they had like a investigation or whatever. So I remember I was calling HR. I was in panic mode. I was like, oh my god, like I don't know what to do, and I was pissed because I was like, how am I gonna like show back to work and be like, oh hi, how are you, and talk to her like nothing happened, because again, like I want this to look like super professional. And you know what the worst part is? You know how you know someone is really a dirty person? When we got out of the office, I was crying, and she gave me a hug. She gave me a hug, that little. I don't like calling people bitches, especially women, because I think it's like a word that people use too much. But like, that's not even a bitch. That's some evil shit, you know? That's just like, keep it some. And see, till this day I'm still emotional. That's wild. And it's not because like, it's just like the overall betrayal. Like, keep it some. Who does that? It's just so, I'm gonna look like a clown right now. That's so funny. But it's just like, that's so messed up. You did this for what? Why not? You know? Like, wow. And at first I gave her the benefits of the doubt because I was like, okay, maybe there's someone that's lurking me. But then no, like it was her. It was her. People have told me, no, it was her. It was her. And then the bitch had the audacity to be like, oh no, everybody hates me because of him. I never bashed you. I never did anything to you. And I could have been like hella petty, being like, oh, let me expose her on Instagram. Let me make her life hell. Let me expose things she's done. Bitch, I could have said you were racist. I could have said a bunch of stuff, you know? I just packed my bag and dipped, you know? Anyways, I can't believe I'm that emotional again. This is wild. Like, it just goes to show how, like, sometimes you'll do stuff and it'll basically affect people for the rest of their life. Now, I don't think about it like every day, you know? Like, I'm not gonna cry myself to sleep every day because of that, but when I think about the story again, I'm still mind blown. And now I learned a lesson, like, you know, with like other jobs, if people would ask me my Snapchat, I would tell them, you know, I don't feel comfortable doing so. Maybe like after, let's say I quit or you quit, or like we liked each other, I'm down to stay in touch, but until then, I just don't feel comfortable, you know, with you like seeing what's going on in my life, and just, you know, and people will understand mostly. I feel like sometimes it's kind of rude, sometimes it's kind of awkward, and I'm not saying to never make friends at work, you know? You can always have that girl who you go kiki with and everything, but don't tell her that you're gonna go to the bathroom to have a smoke break, you know? Because one day she'll turn on you. Not that I used to do that. Well, I did that like maybe a few times. I used to jewel, so that's what I would do. But I don't do that anymore. I'm smoke-free per. But yeah. And then, just to wrap this story up. So then what happened is that because they liked me, that's what one of the girl from HR said. She said, because like, you know, we really like you, and we see that you had like a really good relationship with Mac. Okay, well, it was Mac. Fuck. Not me exposing. Ugh, I was doing my best not to expose them. Everybody be getting fired from Mac Love, I'm telling you. Like, it's just like, it's always like, Child, the fact be getting fired from Mac. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But anyways, I really loved working for Mac. Honestly, it was one of the best brands I had ever worked for. I really loved them. I really loved working for Mac. If it wasn't from that incident, and I still did. Like, it doesn't matter. I think what happened was kind of more of a, that's on her. She kind of fucked my whole thing up, not them, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. I guess HR could have, like, maybe gave me a break, but at the end of the day, I did what I did, you know? I'm not here to say I was a saint, I didn't do anything, I didn't deserve anything. Like, I deserved that. I really did. I deserved that. And if you go to any break room of a, like, Mac store, there's always a paper that's, like, loud and clear, drinking while you're at work will not be tolerated. Like, you know, like, if you know, you know, like, it's like written like in a big font. Like, you can't miss it. You can't be, oh, I didn't know. Like, everybody knows that, and everybody knows that rule. Like, it's that one rule that they have. So yeah, so they gave me a proposition. They said, look, we really liked you. Of course, we don't want to like fire you. So you could either stay on a watch period, which is basically I would be working at the same location in Gatineau, and I couldn't go anywhere for like 6 months until they said, okay, like, we see that it was just a mishap, and like, you're free to go, like, you can go work at another location. Like, basically they would just like scrutinize me for 6 months. Does that sound exciting? Not really. Also, I was ready to go back to Montreal. Like, I don't want to stay here for 6 months, and I was working 10 hours a week. Like, what the hell am I gonna do for 6 months working 10 hours a week there, you know? Like, no merci. And on top of that, I'm gonna be with Miss Girl who hates me, that I thought she was my friend, who's probably gonna find anything to get me in more trouble. So I was like, you know what, baby, that ain't gonna work. So, and then the other option was to give in my 2 weeks. That way, like, they don't fire me. It just kind of looks good, and I can apply again somewhere else. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. I never applied again because I was like, just, that brush too big, kind of looks good, wait. And then, yeah, so I never applied anywhere else again because I was like, I don't like to be like, oh, I was such a star, but like, people like knew who I was. Like, if I would go to like, Hudson's Bay, not Hudson's Bay, well, any Mac store like in Montreal or whatever, most likely like the manager would know who I was, or like, they just kind of, maybe not everyone, I don't want to be that bitch who's like, everybody knew who I was, but like maybe like, they knew me. And like, it was so humiliating to be fired, and to just, in the back of my head, everybody hated me after that. Everybody hated me. They were like, oh my god, I can't believe he's like such a drunk, it's disgusting, I don't ever want to see him, I don't want him to working for us or whatever. Which, now that I think about it, might have been like a bit dramatic to think like that, but I generally like thought that everybody hated me. And yeah. So I gave them my 2 weeks, did the 2 weeks, moved back to Montreal, and I just got super depressed. And that's all before my birthday. That's all like within a week before my birthday. So yeah. And then I went on a trip with who used to be my best friend, and it was the worst trip of my life. She was so mean, but now it's like, now I know not to let people talk to you that way, but it's just, if you really want to know if you're best friend with someone, or if you really want to test a friendship, go on a trip with them. Sorry, that was gross. But for real, go on a trip with someone, you'll know right away if they're your best friend or not. If you guys are meant to be friends forever. Because I feel like if you experience like a downfall on a trip, baby, trust it, love. So yeah, so 20 wasn't a great year. It wasn't a good beginning, let's say. Let's just say it was shit. And then, that's looking at a triggering ass video. Baby, I feel triggered. Money on my mind. This looks a mess. Whatever. Kind of have to leave soon, so maybe no one cares, you know. No, I do. I like to take my stuff seriously. I want to look professional so bad all the time. I always gotta sound so professional, love, huh? Okay, and then last year, again, towards the end of August, or towards the end of July or whatever, but towards the end of like August was when I realized that I had lost my best friend, you know, and like wasn't gonna come to my birthday. And when I tell you this was like one of the messiest thing I've ever experienced in my life, like one of the most traumatic thing that I ever had gone through in my life, that would be like top 5. Like it was one of, till this day I'll never believe it happened. Like I feel like now I'm finally at peace with it, but it's always gonna be like a mind-blowing thing in the back of my mind. And this is something that I've been wanting to talk about like so bad, but I just think it's so unfair to the person because first of all, they're gonna look like terrible persons. And I don't, at the end of the day, I really love that person. I really love that friend. She really was there for me at like tough times and everything. I just think she, I don't like using the word fighting demons because it's almost like making fun of like mental illness and like it's not church related, but I don't know what the other word is. I think who knows, that's one thing too. You don't know what's going on in someone's head. Only them know. Ciao. I don't know, that fucked it up. I don't know why I did that. She's giving Miss Kris Jenner. But yeah, so it was such a messy, like, and when I tell you, like, I feel like usually I'm pretty good at telling people, look, I messed up, I did that, like, I did that too, I did that, and like, I'm good at owning up to things that I did that were wrong. But when it came to that situation, it really, like, I hate to be like a professional victim, but I really had nothing to do. It really was, I'm sorry, it was on her. Like, I had nothing to do with the whole entire thing. It was just like, it was super messed up on her end. And anyways, oops, I just set my... I feel like I forgot to powder. Oh well. Okay. So yeah, that really hit me hard because again, like for my birthday, she wasn't there, and I remember like I invited like a bunch of people for my birthday. It was the first time that I did a birthday because I was gonna be 21, right? I really wanted to do like a Paris Hilton inspired look, and as happy as happy as I was that night, I remember just having like a little like stuff in my heart being like, wow, she's not there. Like it really sucks. I really wish she was there and nothing had happened. However, I think that because my problem is I'll never break up with someone. I am the kind of person who, no matter how toxic you are towards me, chances are I'll never break up with you. And I now, like, you know, a year later, I hate to say that, but I'm so happy she did because I think we used to get each other like maybe at one time. At one point, I think we really used to be like soulmates and, you know, just really good friends. But I think that there's so many, she just wasn't nice to me anymore. She wasn't, it wasn't like it used to be. I think she had a lot of resentments toward random shit that I would do, like screaming in the subway, having energy. I think she was just overall irritated with me. And not saying that's like an unfair thing. I think at the end of the day, everyone's allowed to do anything. But if you feel irritated towards like your friend, maybe like I don't know. And when I say screaming in the metro, I'm not saying like I would scream at people. I would just like a little happy scream, like ah, like just being myself. Like I am someone who, like, I'll admit it, I'm loud. I'm not necessarily the most low key person. I I'll cause a scene sometimes, but I'm never violent. I'll never get you in trouble. I'm pretty much like, I'm very responsible. Like, I don't fight up at clubs. I don't do crazy shit. I'm not doing drugs. I'm like, I don't know. See, like, it still sits weird with me because she made me feel like I was such a, like, bad person and such a, like, asshole, or not an asshole, but she would always make me feel like weird about myself. And for what? Like, I am who I am. And like, people, like, and that's something that after like her and my first boyfriend, I kept forgetting that people actually love me. Like, I am someone who's loved. And for a long time I was like, I would when people would say like, oh, like, you don't understand, like, my friends love you, and I'm like, why? I would always be like so in shock because of people like her and my first boyfriend, who would literally basically make me feel like I was a terrible person all the time. And now I realize that, I think, I don't want to say they were the terrible person. I don't think anyone's a terrible person, but I think they were fighting demons or something, or projecting, maybe, because I don't know what it is. I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know. But I just think that it's not okay. And I would have stayed. That's the worst part. I would have stayed. I would have stayed because I really, really love that person. I really love that person. But I'm glad that, it's over, because I think I needed to grow without her. I think she was there for a really big part of my life. I'll always be grateful for her. I'll always be grateful for her. When I was like in high school, she really taught me some very valuable lessons about life. And I'll always have some respect for her. Even though, like, I did lose some, because some stuff was kind of fucked up, But overall, I don't think she's a bad person. Overall, I don't think she's a bitch for what she did. I think, some of the stuff was extremely insensitive and inconsiderate. But overall, I'll never wish her bad. I'll never wish her bad. I'll always be rooting for her. So I'm saying all of that and I look, you really want to cry. Because it sucks, right? Let me calm down. But like, you guys don't listen. I would literally have nightmares for like months after like the whole thing. And then, okay, so the thing is, how it worked is we were like a trio. It was me, her, and her. We were like three, always together. And when we, like, I guess me and her got into a fight, okay, like, let's give them names. So there's Sarah and Ariana. So Sarah is the one who fucked me hard, like, not in a sexual way, but who really messed me up. So Sarah really messed me up, and then Ariana witnessed it, and she did nothing. And you know what? At the end of the day, I really loved Ariana, and me and Ariana were basically like neighbors. We would always see each other's. Like, I had so much love for Ariana, but like as time grew, and I would like sometimes see her, and I guess that's the part where, anyways, that's on me. I would see that she would like always be over there at her place. She wouldn't chill with me as much, and not that I'm jealous, but it's like, damn bitch, like, I really wanted to see you. Meanwhile, you're with this bitch who's literally like ruined my life. And like, okay, maybe ruining my life is like a little dramatic, I'll give it. But she really did say stuff that, like, I'm sorry, I would never let anyone say stuff like that and then still be friends with them. And the thing is just that, like, I can't stress how bad that she said something that was so bad. Like, when I say so bad, like, I'm talking like criminal charges. And it wasn't true. Like, it just like, because here's the thing, right? I'll admit I'm a very dramatic person, but when I tell you I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy, I wouldn't wish that upon, you know. And I just like I just it wasn't sitting well with me that she would be always be with her, and she would be like, I don't want to be in the middle of you guys. And at one point I was like, okay, actually, you know what? It was around Trisha Paytas Shane Dawson drama where, and that's really like the thing that made me click the whole thing, right? Because, okay, by the way, I'm team no one, okay? Like, I don't care. I'm just talking about the situation of like the Shane Dawson thing. Trisha said that Jeffree Star, told her like she should kill herself, and it was just like overall downright terrible to him, and like unprovoked. And I was like, oh my god, yeah, that's so fucked up. And then Shane Dawson kept hanging out with him, and like maybe it was the money thing. And then he invited them to like I think he told Trisha like, oh yeah, we're gonna distance ourselves or whatever. And then he never did. And Trisha were like kind of confused, like what's going on? I thought you guys weren't gonna be friends anymore. And then Jeffree was like on the podcast of the boyfriend of Shane, and like tighter as ever, and she was like, I can't believe like you would do that. And the part that blew my mind is when Ryland said, well, if Trisha felt some type of way, she could have just told us, like, we don't want to be in the middle of that drama. Drama is the key word there, because you know what? It wasn't, and that's what Trisha said. They said, sorry, I'm trying to like not, because I know she's non-binary, I'm trying to, there's a drama channel who always like does a great job at saying they damn, and I'm like struggling, so yeah, but yeah, Trisha said, it's not drama, I did nothing to that person, they are just evil towards me for no reason, And I was like, it just clicked in my head. I was like, wow, Ariana really doesn't have my back. Like, I'm not saying don't ever talk to that person again. And that was my thing too. Like, I'm not that drastic to be, don't ever talk to that person again, or we'll never be friends again. And like, I stayed friends with her for like a solid month, like, until like maybe like 5 months after the accident, like I didn't want to I would never talk to her about the thing. Maybe I opened up about like nightmares and like a few things, maybe once or twice. But eventually I was like, you know what, like I just can't. This is starting to be like way too hard for me. And then when the whole like, it sounds so stupid to say that when the whole Shane Dawson Trisha drama happened, it opened my eyes. But I was like, wow. Like this is like this I needed that to open up my eyes. It almost was like I was looking at my situation at a different point of view, because it made me realize that wasn't drama. I did nothing to Sarah, I did nothing to Sarah. She was fighting a demon or something, and I was the how's it called? I don't want to say not side effect, collateral damage of that demon she was fighting. My brows are so disgusting lately. I don't know what it is. They've been just like so gross. But yeah, so I remember I just asked her, so what do you think about, because eventually Sarah like told Ariana that like she just moved on, because at first the deal with me and Sarah was that we would rekindle our friendship, we would take like a break, maybe go to therapy, try to see what we did, but Sarah just decided without giving me a heads up that she was moving on. So that was like another triggering thing, because for a while I stayed hopeful that it would work. We would all be friends again. It would all work out. That didn't happen. And then she said like she just moved on. And I asked Ariana, I was like, like I never put you in the middle of anything, but I really need to know, do you really feel like she's just avoiding the problem by saying that? Or do you think that like we did? Because she told Sarah told Ariana like, oh yeah, we don't have anything in common anymore. or like we don't share the same values. But it's like me and Ariana were literally the same person. So if we don't have the same values anymore, you don't have the same values with Ariana. So it's kind of like it's not making sense, right? Like it's just like such a fucking bullshit excuse. Again, I can't say it's a real bullshit excuse because I'm not in her shoes. I don't know what she's going through. I don't know what she's thinking. But I just think that it was bullshit, you know. And I think it was unfair. I think she could have given me a heads up. The overall thing was just so messed up. I think when it comes to friendship and stuff, just have it's important to just have the decency to give someone like closure or heads up if you really care for the person. And you know, as pissed and as hurt as I am by all the things, I would have never did that to her. I would have never did that to her. But again, not because I would have never did that she shouldn't, but I'm just saying, it's just fucked up. And again, so I asked Miss Ariana, like, what do you think about this whole entire thing? What do you think, truly? What do you think? And she came with like a bullshit, like, TVA Nouvelle, fucking like, pageant answer. Well, I think everybody feels that. And I said, no, what do you think? What do you, as a person, what do you think of the situation? And borderline, if she would have told me, you know what, like, I don't feel comfortable answering that question, like, it's awkward, would have respected it. But she just wouldn't answer the question. And I, like, after all this hurdle and hurt that I've been going through and that you have witnessed, like, I was like, you know what, like, I can't do this anymore. I really can't. As much as I love her, and I'll always love Ariana. I'll always love Sarah. But that night I wrote a huge message. Because, by the way, she never said what she thinks. She literally just kept saying, well, I think, you know, like that, I don't know. I just, like, because I used to be such... If Ariana would tell me, like, unfollow this bitch, like, even if I really liked her, I would have. Like, as soon as you did something fucked up to my friend, baby, you gotta go. I was, like, overly loyal, and I'm not saying don't ever be, like, stop being friends with Sarah, but, like, baby, like, help me out here. Help me out, because what was happening was fucked up. Like, help me out. The bitch is slandering my name for absolutely no reason. She's fucking out of her mind. And, like, she, even Ariana, like, at the beginning said, yeah, that was kind of fucked up. I don't know why she started saying that. And then, like, all of a sudden, it's like, well, you know, like, oh, and also, Sarah, like, because at one point I was like, look, babe, like, I'm literally having nightmare over what you said. And she said, oh, well, I take it back. I don't think that's what you did. La, maybe I was a little dramatic. And, oh, well, thank you. Thanks for telling me that, like, all those years later, you know? But then she said, I think it was a miscommunication. How? Like, the bitch never, ever decided to be, you know what, I messed up, or you know what, like, I'm so sorry for the hurdle and hurt that you've experienced. The girl never said sorry for anything. It was like a half-ass apology. And again, back to life. You don't always, like, it, I guess, in life you need to take what you can get. That's what I got. I'm like, it sucks, but you know, what am I gonna do? Cry for the rest of my life about it? No. I think everything happens for a reason. I have really good memories with that person. I'm always gonna cherish them, you know? At the end of the day, no matter how hard I am and how hard I feel about this whole entire thing, both of them really played a huge part, in the making of who I was. So for that, I'm always gonna be grateful. Do I wish things would have been different? Hands down, absolutely. This is such a passionate video. Like, this is wildly, okay, I'm just gonna cut the browse and I'll be back in just a minute. I either have like a triple gonorrhea on the eyelids or like I'm going blind. I don't know what it is. I feel like maybe it's just my makeup is not good today. But I feel like the lines are so not crisp. Something is off. I love how this is supposed to be a Kris Jenner tutorial. Like, I wonder if people like click on my video like that don't follow me or don't know what my videos are about. I truly wonder what it's like watching one of my videos for the first time. Like, do you guys just go? But I think that's also if they make it past the first like 10 minutes, because my video is only long. You know, I feel like truly people who watch my videos from start to finish, there might be like 10 of them. And I love you guys so much for that. Boy. Yeah, Miss Fatty Fatty no me like it. I'm gonna be wearing bangs, so does it matter? No. I think I should just not stress with the brows too much, you know? Anyway, so the story is like till this day that not that there's no resolution, but I ended up telling Ariana, and that really was like the toughest part to realize that it's never gonna, because even at this point, like it's been almost like 6 months, right? And it's like, look, even at this point, if we rekindle the friendship, there's so much stuff to work on, there's so much stuff that needs to be, and like it's almost, if there's one thing that I learned from getting back with exes, is that I think once you break up, you'll always have love for each other. That's for sure. If you love someone, you're gonna love them for the rest of your life, no matter what happens. I think even if you get cheated on, even if the person, like, if you had love towards someone, it's gonna be for the rest of your life. Like, even if you want to convince yourself that you hate the person, hate and love is the same thing. I'm telling you. But I think that after that first breaking up, so far in life, I've never experienced a successful getting back with the person. It's once you break up, it's always like there's something that's lost after a breakup. My brows are so fucked up, it's pissing me off. Like, maybe not pissing me off, but it's just like something's off. I don't get it. First of all, okay, let me try to do that again. Oh, it's the top part. It's the top part. So stupid. Wait. Now what do I do? Wait. Wait a minute. Don't piss me off. Ooh. See, this is. I was gonna say this is what I meant, like when I would scream in the subway, but that's not what I do. Sometimes I would just like, well, yes and no. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm not disturbing anyone. I'm just, but that would be disturbing. You know what? Let's just never mind. Let's just no. Just you know what? No, didn't say anything. Okay, no. It's still fucked up. You know what's? Yeah, at this point, like I really gotta go. I gotta go back to Montreal, so I gotta, you know, film them TikToks and go. I don't even feel like blending that little line. Let's just do it just for shits and giggles. That's as blended as you're gonna be today, love. Okay. So, for the eyes, we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna start off by putting some liner inside my waterline. Okay, so the thing is, I looked at a picture and she had, like, cause Kris Jenner, I feel like the Y2K Kris Jenner used to have, a goth hair up. I don't know if you know what I mean. Is it over? Oh no! I need to. I don't have any eyeliner anymore. I guess we'll use black. I don't want to put black eyeliner. Okay, well, that's what we're gonna do. So I was debating on if I was gonna do like a, because the new Kris Jenner usually goes with like a little like pink moment and calls it a day. But the old Kris Jenner was literally wearing a smoky eye 24/7. So I guess today is gonna be the old Kris Jenner with a smoky eye 24/7. So the first step is to line the inside of your waterline. Oh, that hurt. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So for the eyes, what do we want to do today? I feel like I had a nice green one. I feel like I want to do something that's kind of gray. Not sure. You know what, I'll just grab stuff and we'll just start, okay? I don't really have a plan for the eyes. All we know is that we need to, can you see the pimples? What the fuck is that? That's disgusting. Ugh. I just wonder if it's like contagious. Like, is it like a STI break on my eye? Maybe, what is that? So, okay, to close the chapter about the month of August and my birthday is that every year it's something new. And I try to not be that girl who's like super on edge, but like you just, after getting burned so many times, you're afraid of the oven, right? You're gonna be like, well, damn, let me find some gloves, let me protect myself. And that's what I'm trying to do. And the thing is, right now, it's just like everything is going so well. And I'm just so afraid to talk about it because I'm so afraid that shit's gonna blow up, you know? But I guess that's just, I don't know. I haven't found like resolution in my head where I'm gonna be like, well, I guess that's just life, you know? Because obviously that's just life. You need to enjoy the moment while they're lasting. But my thing is more of the talking about it publicly and just the embarrassment of it not working is like something that I find to be hard to accept. I'm really afraid to be hurt again, you know? Like obviously everyone's gonna end up getting hurt, and that's just what life is. But it's just like I'm such a great place right now, and like even just talking about like all this stuff. Like I really don't want to cry because I'm like just fucking up my eyeliner. I just feel like I'm at such a good place right now, and I'm so grateful. Also, I think I got the variant. Maybe not. Let me not say that. Okay. My point was that I just, for the first time, okay, in like 3, 4 years, I feel like something good is happening, you know? And I'm afraid to talk about it because, and I shouldn't, and that's the part that sucks, right? Because I should just be so happy and tell everyone, but I'm just like, I'm so afraid to get burned again. Like, two things. I feel like I'm doing progress, as in, like, maybe a year ago, I wouldn't have taken like the risk that I did. So what I basically did is like I started to date someone, and then um I kind of moved in. Like we had conversation about like, like him telling me that's my place now, that's home, and like I feel home there. I feel so good there, and I really love him. It's just like for the first time in a while, I feel loved. I feel happy. And I used to like date people just to date people, just because I was bored or whatever. But I really feel like I have found my. And again, maybe it's like too soon because it's been like a month. But like we've known each other for like 5 years. So it's like I know this person to a certain extent. I never got to know them like that, but I'm getting to know, and who I'm getting to know, I really love that person. And like we get each other where because see, the thing about love, okay, I never wanted to be in a relationship again because I was so afraid to get burned, and but you, you'll get burned anyways, you'll end up getting burned by, that didn't work. Like something bad is gonna happen regardless, so just enjoy the moment, I guess. No, but I really see myself having a future with this person, and I don't want to be hella dramatic, but so far it's going great. It's really doing great, and I'm loving it. I'm loving him. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, this is pretty. And like it's just I deep down inside, even though you're moving on, you're not looking at the past, you're not trying to be stressed about stuff, I still have issues opening up and talking about how I'm happy and good things are happening in my life, because I'm afraid to jinx it, I'm afraid that I'm gonna tell people like, oh yeah, like I'm madly in love, and then I get dumped the day after. Because I feel like every time, like when I was telling the stories about like like losing my job, losing my friends, um what was the other, what happened when I'm I feel like I'm missing something. See, like, okay, maybe then I guess that means I'm like, it wasn't that real. Oh, losing my boyfriend. Sorry, I forgot. That was like D. Anyways, D beginning of like, anyways. But yeah. And it's just one thing that all of those things had in common was that there was no heads up. And as a Virgo, I love me a heads up. I love me a heads up. If you want to like break up with me, give me a little heads up. But I feel like no one has ever given me the courtesy of giving me a heads up of like, you know, hey, little heads up. We about to fuck your life up live, you know? And I am a very, very emotional person. Like, well, you know what? I think I am in touch with my emotion. It doesn't mean that I'm super emotional, but I mean, you know, like I'm kind of a crier. Not always, but sometimes I'll be overwhelmed and cry. And it's okay. The little pimple are throwing me off. They are throwing me off. It's disgusting. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Oh, I fucked it up. It was so good. How do I fix this? Oh, my makeup is kind of bad today, but you know what? It is what it is. And so I wasn't sure if I was going to do Kris Jenner today. I don't know what I was going to do. But the thing is, when I went out the other day, I was like eating at a terrace. How do you call that? Like on the streets. Patio? I don't know what the word is in English. Anyways, like I was eating not on the street, like when a restaurant have something outside. I forgot what I was called, but if you know, you know. And this guy, and I ran out of nowhere, oh my God, this is Miss Kris Jenner. And I was like, no way. Like the guy knew me from TikTok. And then they sat down and we talked for hours. And it was just like, it was so nice to, you know. And he said, no, you don't understand. I lived for Kris Jenner. So I was like, today I didn't know what to do, like what look to do. And I was like, let me do Kris Jenner. Let me do Kris Jenner in honor of my friend that I made that day. See, I fucked this eye up, but I don't know how to fix it. Maybe Alesha's gonna fix it. I don't know. Let's just do a tiny here. Tiny here. I really do look like Michael Jackson. This is weird. Let's blend just a tiny bit, just to stay blended, you know, just to be polite. Just to be politically correct, like. And I want like a little something in my inner corner, but I just a little something. Just a little, nothing too sparkly, love, just a little something. Maybe like a little gold. Maybe this right here. Maybe not. No, that was very ugly. Bad decision. Maybe this. Nope. I guess that'll do. I feel like I should just add a tiny bit of gray. The pimples are throwing me off. Can you see this? This is disgusting. Okay, let's do lashes because I'm starting to be over it. But okay, so now let's talk about the actual life update since the video is almost done, right? Actually, I kind of want to throw just a tiny bit of green right here. Okay, so that's a wrap. Let's spray. So, yeah, again, I'm so happy. I feel like everything, like I'm taking my time. I'm getting to know this person. I'm not just like moving in, you know? Like I'm slowly bringing stuff over. Like we're still getting to know each other, but at the same time, it feels like we've known each other forever. I don't know how to explain. You know, when you just know someone, you just feel like you know what's going on. That being said, watch out for next week's video called We Broke Up. Just kidding, you know, but that's the thing. That's the reason why I don't like to talk about stuff like that, because I'm always afraid that something's bad's gonna happen. I mean, I'm still living my life. I'm still, you know, taking risk and everything, but to talk about stuff really stresses me out because I feel like every time that I've opened up about stuff like that, I always end up getting not played, but something bad usually happens around this time when something is always when everything's good, when I feel like I'm going somewhere, I took the wrong bus. I don't know if that makes sense, you know. And that's not a way to live. That's not a way to think, but that's my truth. But you know what I mean, love. I don't want to get burned. That's all. But okay, let me tell you. I keep repeating myself like I'm getting on my own last nerve. The thing is, okay, so I kind of moved out. I'm maybe home here like once a week to film a YouTube video, and then I go back to Montreal. And so far I'm loving it. I like the friends, I like him. Overall I like everything, and I'm at my happiest right now. And again, I'm not gonna start crying. I feel like I'm so emotional over this. But really I feel blessed. And I got a job, so I just needed to get a job, you know, just for the sake of it, like to make money. And I got a job as a housekeeper in a hotel. So that too, like, as stupid as it sounds, it's like it's really fulfilling. And it's not like the best paying job ever, but it's like it's right next to where he lives, so that gives me an excuse to sleep over. And to, you know, like it's not like we're together like 24/7, like I don't know. I feel like I want to do that for a couple of months, the hotel thing, and, you know, keep getting to know him, take my time. Well, take my time. Meanwhile, I'm like fucking moving in, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, love. You get what I mean. You got me. This mascara is so expired. The eye pimples are like throwing me off, all the way off. I really don't get it. I so don't get it. Like, you did this for what? Tabarnak. And yeah, I just feel like for the first time, everything's like falling into places. That made no sense. I don't know, I just feel like it's a good thing after good thing after good thing. Not saying that nothing bad is never gonna happen again, but I just feel like right now I just feel safe. I feel like I'm not sure how I feel, to be honest. I feel like a part of me is like super afraid, because that's like, damn, that would hurt bad. It's weird how hard it is to just trust life, to just go with the flow. Like, as much as I want to do that so bad, I don't think I'm crying. I think it's the lash glue. But it's like, I don't know. It's just, I'll just go with the flow, and, you know, if anything happens, everything happens for a reason. That's what I learned. I feel like that's the most useless thing you could tell to someone crying. Don't worry, everything happens for a reason. That's just like the meanest thing you could do. Everything happens for a reason. But that's literally, that's what I tell myself all the time, and like, it's true. Everything happens for a reason. Okay. The lashes are literally holding on with hope. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like it's so bad. I never glued lashes like, because right now obviously I'm over it. Like I'm so over it. You guys don't understand. Like the pimples on my eyes, I don't want to put anything. Like I don't want to irritate it. I don't want to do more. Like it's gross. It's disgusting. I don't know what it is. And that's the thing. Okay, so I started to work out. See all this energy. I got all this energy. I don't know where it came from, but I started to work like in a hotel. Ah, great. Now I have eyeliner inside my eye. What am I supposed to do now? Let me focus 1 second. You know what? Even if I look a mess, who cares? I do. Like I don't mind looking a mess, but it needs to be like, it needs to make sense, you know? Sensible mess. But I guess like the moral of the story is like it's important to never live your life afraid of what's gonna happen, you know? Because I love when I edge you guys. I love to edge you guys. Like I was literally in the middle of starting to talk about something and then I just stopped talking. My skin looks terrible. I don't know what's up. Maybe it's... Anyways, I don't know what's up. It's so weird. Maybe it's because I've been eating like shit. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But yeah, yesterday I was working like in the linen room where you like wash everything, and it was so hot in there. Like when I say so hot, like it was very like it felt like I was in a sauna. I was sweating from everywhere, and I think the sweat and maybe like the germs of like washing the rooms and stuff, maybe they transferred on my eyes when I don't know. I really don't know what it is. But it's like stressing me out because I used to have acne, and one thing that's gonna stress me out for the rest of my life is I really don't want acne ever again, you know? Ugh, I feel like I look like Kris Jenner, but my lips are kind of like too BBL-y. I feel like I'm missing a gloss too. I'm sorry, I'm like sniffing, but now I don't know what it is. I think after crying and like all of that, I feel a little emotional. What gloss should I wear? Let's do the gloss at the end. So I'm just gonna quickly, I might as well bring you guys. We're gonna do the boobs. So the makeup is over. I need to pee. What's new? I don't know if it's giving what it's supposed to give. If anybody in Montreal is watching my videos and you want to give me a free peel, hit me up. Hit me up. So wake me up. I'm screaming. Child, I'm embarrassing as hell. Okay. 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 So now, okay. Now, okay. Okay. We're just gonna. But you guys hear that way I can do my stuff? I'll just go get the water balloons. See, now I feel like the video is over and I don't have anything else to tell you guys. But we're just gonna, you know, wrap it up, show you guys the final product. Let me just a tiny bit here. To be extra sure that I don't get, and not me saying to make sure I don't get fly again, then I'm literally showing my titties off. But yeah, I'm trying to think, what else can I talk about? I feel like right now at this point, I'm almost like just doing small talk just to do small talk. But like, I hate that the end of my videos, especially the other day, I feel like the end of my video was just like literally me not talking. Because I was just like focused on doing my stuff. But, because oh fuck. I dropped one of the things. Mel, that's so unfortunate. Oh, oh no. Bloody L. Ugh. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Oh my god. You guys don't understand this. This is fucking mess. Okay, I'll be back in just 1 second, loves. Okay. You guys understand that this is such a mess? Oh my god, it's everywhere. How is it all the way up here? Ugh. It's literally so bad. See, this is the August curse. I'm just kidding. But, oh my god. It's everywhere. Okay, let me just get another balloon. I'll be back. Okay. So, what was I talking about? I was talking about how I was like doing small talk and then I just like had to go. But yeah, so I feel like I'm taking things slow. I can't with myself. I literally can't stand myself sometimes. Oh my god, that was so annoying. Whatever, not my problem anymore. Well. Oof. Hold on. let me just clean up really quickly. Oh, this is so annoying. It's like, when I tell you it's like over the place, it's literally, there's a new spot at every second. And the thing is, because it's a basement, like I don't want it to be like flooded or... Because obviously I'm leaving right now. So it's like, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be dry by the time I get back. But I want to remain clean and stuff. Woo! Okay. So let's complete the look. We're going to do the wig. I was gonna do some press-on nails, but I'm so not in the mood anymore. Yeah, lately I've been like super uninspired. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like the other day the Jersey Shore look, I loved it. I loved it. It didn't do as good as I thought it would. I feel like so far, because the thing is, ever since I did the, ever since, ever since I did like the Anna Montana look, I feel like it's kind of been like, it was my peak and now I'm at slower point. And that's the thing with TikTok. Like sometimes you'll be like so famous and then the next week nobody cares. So it's just like, I guess to find like what's the next big thing. What's the new aesthetic? What's the new thing? But it's just like right now, I don't know. I feel like I'm in my flop era. Hopefully Miss Jenner brings in the views, you know? And yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, this is Kris Jenner. This is Kris Jenner talking. Who are you? We have the glasses. Okay, let me just put on a tracksuit and some hips. So this is what I'm gonna be bringing today. I added pillows, candlesticks, a towel, a bunch of clothes, steamer, mirrors. Basically, I take the subway. Now, the good thing is he is next to a subway station, so it's like, it's convenient and all. Like, it's not that bad. It's like a 5-minute walk. It's just that that's my toxic trait in life. I will inconvenience myself to the fullest when I take the subway. Like, I don't care for, you know, taking a Uber and being smart about it. I'll literally just, to the max, I'm a cheap ass bitch. I'll never pay for a Uber, you know, to bring like, and I should just take a Uber and go there. But I don't feel like I'll manage it. I'll bring everything. Don't worry, love. But when I tell you don't worry, love, I will bring everything with not a single scratch on anything. I'll be okay. Yeah, don't worry, I'll be okay. This is so Y2K. I love to say that. I need to chill. Okay. This is so Y2K. Let me pose for the thumbnail and call it a day. From this angle, I don't look like Kris Jenner. It's always in the bathroom. Also, I wanted a Birkin so bad, but this will do. Birkin. Okay. I feel like usually the moment of truth is when I'm in the bathroom. Ooh, one of my titties isn't sitting right. Just 1 second. The glass is on top of my head. Maybe it's the angle? No, one of my titties is definitely not sitting right. Just 1 second. Get in the fucking car. Get in the car. Ugh. Please. I am looking so impatient. I don't know what it is. Ooh. Did you guys see anything? Okay. Let's just, and let me not drop this one again because that was so bad. So right here, this is good. This is good too, good as well. Right. Now like this. Oops. Just give me 1 second. Not the titty yet. Hold on. I knew something broke. See, this is the part where I feel like I should start to edit my videos, where like, baby, not me fixing my thing and not talking for like a solid 10 minutes and expecting to get like thousands of views. Okay. I feel like that's a little too porno. Don't know, maybe like the titties need to sit a little. I feel like that's too much cleavage. Wait, maybe like this. Okay. Hopefully I get a better thumbnail. I think I'm just gonna try to touch up my makeup and everything, but thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love you so. I love you guys. Bye, I gotta go. Love you guys. Mwah.